Hello everyone, Grim here. And as you can probably tell, it's time for another one of my narrations. This one is titled, A Creepy Individual Was Lurking About My House. He Almost Got Me Too. Written by the user, A Trans Boy. Posted to the subreddit, r/no sleep. So, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy. A few days back, I had left my abode in search of enjoyment in the surrounding wilderness. I do this quite often, running off for hours at a time to climb trees and imitate bird calls. This brought me quite a lot of enjoyment, so I'd usually stay out until sunset. One evening, the sun had begun to set, and the darkness crept through the already dark canopy. I was sitting in a tree overlooking a nearby field, imitating the call of a bluebird to advance our discussion. It was more like a heated debate this time, because the other bluebirds joined in. The sun was setting in the horizon. A black van with tinted windows moved into the corner of my eye. I turned to look at it. The van was parked barely a foot into the field, and the driver opened the door, departing from his vehicle. He walked leisurely about the field, a red piece of paper in his hand. As he walked, there were points in time where his vision was directed at me. I found this unsettling, but believed he couldn't see me. Eventually, I got to a point where it became a little too creepy, and had begun shifting myself into a smaller position. He had continued walking before leaving the field in his black van. I was unsettled by this, so I decided to head home. The sun had almost set, and the darkness was becoming thicker. I climbed down from my perch and jogged home. I had a feeling that I should take one of the less obvious paths. So that is what I had done. I had soon switched to walking because exercising in a chest binder is painful. I soon saw the man around 30 paces away from me. He was slinking towards the tree I was hiding in, only a few moments before. I crouched even lower, hoping to evade his vision. He climbed up the back of the tree, almost noiselessly, and realized I wasn't there. He knew that no one could leave a long stretch of wilderness in 3 minutes, so he began to search for me. My ankle gave out, and I rustled some leaves. He turned his head in my direction and came that way. I'd had been a goner if it wasn't for the deer that came running through the foliage. He took off after it. The plants were so tall that you would mistake a teenager wearing a brown sweater for a deer pretty easily. I used this opportunity to run for the house, which I was quite glad for my silent footsteps, or else he might have followed me home. As soon as I entered the house, I locked myself inside. My ribs and ankle hurt like heck after the ordeal, but that didn't stop me. I ran upstairs and locked myself in my prepared bunker beneath my bed. I couldn't do anything except for eat chips because even in times of crisis, Doritos still sound good. I'd never expected for anything like this to happen, but it still scares my memory to this day. Some people out there are quite awful, and I never hope to meet another for a long time. If it wasn't for the deer, I most likely would have been kidnapped and sold. I believe he was trying to get me to believe he was going to go for a walk, to lure me into a false belief of safety, and then try to nag me from behind. I'm glad I got away safely, and have never entered the woods again without a weapon. Side note, I believe this is connected to the footprints my family and I found in the snow this winter. They matched a man's shoe size and tracked about our entire lawn. There were also car tracks in the ice. We hadn't left the house at all, as it was snowing. They were both fresh prints. Deer will always be our friend. Stay safe, Redditors. Well, I quite enjoyed that. Nice and short. Bit intimidating, I'll be honest. And I must ask the author how to whistle like a bluebird. I think that would be quite fun. Anyway, I've been Grim, and I hope you've liked this narration. Remember to like and subscribe if you get the time or feel the urge, but otherwise, stay safe. Have a good night or day, wherever you are. And this is Grim, signing off.